Welcome to the Davidson Football Coaches Show. Coach Paul Nichols, presented by J.J. Wade & Associates. I'm Mark Clemens. And Coach, on Saturday, tough assignment when you get Jacksonville, but the Cats held up well. 4 or 5 plays, maybe the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, really pleased with our guys just overall. Almost an entirely different scheme from what Jacksonville has shown the last couple of years to what they are now in every area. Offense, defense, and kicking game, and really thought our guys adjusted to some things very well. We had a number of guys that needed to step up because of injuries or certain situations, but really thought that we were able to execute at a high level at times. We had some issues that we weren't consistent enough with across the board for 60 minutes, and really thought that we had a number of guys that showed up that really just outstanding performances. Jarris Scott for 190 yards receiving, and I thought we had some good performances on special teams. Khalil Shaw continues to show up, and just a number of guys across the board. We've got 17 freshmen that are playing significant roles for us. Thought a number of older guys, veteran guys showed up. Saw Grant Polofsky do a nice job in the middle of our defense, and Boo Jordan showed up putting some pressure on the guys, and offensively thought we did a nice job. Chase Davis continues to be a mainstay for us at left tackle, and so overall I really felt like we put ourselves in a couple of positions to really seize the momentum. Frustrated that we didn't perform better across the board at the point of attack, but felt like we put ourselves in position really to do some nice things. And you look at the track record against that opponent the last 5 or 6 years, and it quite frankly has been very, very lopsided. And I told the guys last night, you really put yourself in a good position there. We need to make a couple more plays and really be able to seize the momentum, and the outcome's probably a little bit different. But that's the game of football, and unfortunately it didn't work that way. But thought Saturday was a day where we really learned and grew, and got a huge challenge coming up. But overall, I thought Saturday there were a number of people that showed up.
Coach, John Cook punting the ball, and I think they got 1 return yard, and that was on the fumble.
Well, it's interesting, Mark, because coming into the game, their punt returner was the #1 punt returner in our conference and top 2 or 3 in the entire country. And our net punt, was the highest it's been for sure this year, and I'm sure probably in at least the last 3 or 4 years. And that's a tribute not only to John and Conrad for the execution from snap to kick, but also our coverage guys. They were screaming down the field, and when you kick that rugby-style kick, it makes it very difficult to catch the ball and set up any sort of return. And so I think from that standpoint, really pleased with our punt unit, and really pleased overall with our special teams, to be quite frank with you. Mario Price has done an outstanding job as our special teams coordinator, and most importantly, our players have done a really nice job of buying in to what we're asking them to do, and you continue to see steady improvement. And when you look at the stats, that's the only way we have to compare. We're much improved in every single area on special teams, and that's really, really exciting for a coach to see that our players are buying into that area, because that's such an area where you can gain or lose momentum in any game.
Coach, this week we've got some student athletes. You want
to talk
about?
we got a number of guys that as the semester passes the halfway point, that we feel like are doing a great job, and we wanted to recognize as the student athletes of the week Vince Durham, who's a 2-time winner, and also Khalil Shaw. And those 2 guys are doing an outstanding job in the classroom. And our mission is to educate student athletes, and those 2 guys are doing a great job.
I think there was a couple other you're going to miss.
Yeah, we got a number of guys that are doing a great job on the demo team. That's our team that demonstrates the opponent's offense, defense, or kicking game. And on the offensive side of the ball, we really felt like offensive lineman Joe Gallinghouse from Austin, Texas, Westlake High School did a tremendous job, and Cole Cheek from right here in North Carolina did a great job for us on the demo defense. And on the special teams, another freshman shows up, Jeff Gurley, who did a tremendous job on our demonstration special teams, and really pleased with not just those three guys, but the entire group, as well as the student athletes of the week. And feel like from top to bottom, our seniors are doing a great job leading the way. Our captains are helping us, and our football program is really moving in the right direction.
Coach, when you prepare for a team, particularly like Campbell coming up this previous weeks with Jacksonville, trying to replicate what they do in practice is hard to do.
Well, it is extremely difficult, but when you try to replicate something like Jacksonville does that is so foreign to our players, it makes it even more difficult. And so that's why I really was proud of our guys for replicating that, because it is so foreign to them. And the ability to give our defense or offense or special teams the best look possible lends itself to a better performance on Saturday.
Campbell, 4 o'clock on Saturday, and last time we were there, Coach, man, we just ran out of time.
Well, I tell you what, it should be an outstanding atmosphere. Campbell has a really strong football program. Mike Minner has done an outstanding job at developing and growing that program. For sure, since I've been here at Davidson every single year, it seems like they're doing something different facility-wise. They're doing something different from the standpoint of recruiting, and they're a very, very talented team. They're coming off a tough loss to an outstanding Drake opponent on the road and coming back home, and boy, they're talented, they're sound, they're well coached, they have outstanding athletes across the board, and it will be a huge challenge. That being said, the last time we went up there, it was a heck of a football game. You're right, we just ran out of time, but the challenge is great. This is a new team, a new season, new players, new coaches, and nonetheless, the expectation is the same. And we think it's going to be a 60-minute football game on Saturday, and we're going to prepare all week for that.
Sounds good, Coach. 4 o'clock kickoff in Bowie's Creek against Campbell. We'll be on the air on the radio, 3:30, and of course you can go to davidsonwildcats.com. Get all the details. This has been the Davidson Football Coaches Show with Coach Paul Nichols. I'm Mark Clemens. It's presented by J.J. Wade & Associates. Thanks for joining us.